Hello, welcome to Drag Race TV LA's weekly recap of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 3, Episode 3. One queen is sent home due to injury, a frontrunner is eliminated, and a surprise visit from Drag Race royalty. If you like to talk Drag Race, you've come to the right place.
Hello!
Magenta is so proud of her nails today.
I never wear that usually, but
Lorayne,
really?
Lorayne is rubbing off on you. I like to think that I was an influence.
Absolutely. No, we got a whole Amazon arrival the other day of like 200 of them. So. Literally, they're spray painting them yesterday. Hi, kidding.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Drag Race TV LA's weekly recap of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 3. I am Mark, even though it says Lorayne over there. I'm Mark. There I am. But I'm one and the same. And Miss Magenta Fox is joining us from Ireland.
Howdy. How are we all?
Howdy. I'm good. I'm good. Also, too, I'm just going to start saying this. Not that, I mean, I know those of you that join us regularly know this. Spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about all of episode 3, who went home, all the comings and goings of the episode. So if you haven't seen episode 3 yet, this is probably not where you should be starting. But come back after you've watched and see if you agree with us. Hello, kitties in the chat. Bite Back is back. Chucky Chuck. A Disco Queen. I saw a Literal Truth also in there. And Georgina Lewis, who I do believe Georgina Lewis is a Brit. And Luis Manuel Hernandez Elias also in the chat. So thank you guys for joining us live. If you haven't yet, please follow us on all social media at DRTVLA, our initials. Also, if you are a Twitch person, you can watch us live on Twitch as well. So Miss Magenta Fox, overall thoughts on episode 3?
It's another day on the stage, I guess. I feel like we're now 3 for 3 without a single challenge that isn't on the stage.
Oh, right.
You know, it was like Groundhog's Day. Didn't we just watch this episode in episode 1? To look down the runway. I don't know. It was just a little bit. Once again, I will maintain I love the queens.
Yeah.
Production, I don't know. They're rushing it.
Yeah. Hello from Brooklyn, BK teacher. I'm guessing retired is R-E-T. Great that you're retired. Hello from Brooklyn. I at least one of the outfits had to be made.
Yeah.
Can you tell? I can tell that I didn't put my ring light up, and you can tell I'm shaded on one side of my face, but whatever.
I haven't done mine yet either.
Can tell that Mark was running late. I told Magenta I'm so butch. I was watching football, so I got distracted and I lost track of time. I know, I'm so butch. Not in drag, watching football. Who knew? Anyways, I thought it was okay. I didn't like, it was like there was something I was loving on.
Yeah.
Just a normal episode. You're always shady. Thank you, Little. It's visual, my visual shade and my vocal shade. How they packed all that in one episode per day is crazy. I know.
Although Willem did do an amendment on that on the podcast this week.
Oh, they did?
He didn't. It's not every episode. It's just a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
So every episode is just one, but there are quite a lot of them, which are just one.
Okay. Good to know.
Hopefully we'll start seeing those episodes soon.
Yeah. Yes. Also, if you guys can, please like, share, subscribe. Means a lot to us, and it really does help the more that you guys share these, retweet our links. Oh, I didn't put the link on. I'm so slacking today. I didn't put the link on our link tree. I'll add that when we're done. For those of you coming in late, it'll be there. But please do share the links and stuff if you can. Yes, the pink wig is fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It was a blonde. I made it myself, actually.
Oh, really?
That's it. It's a 2-wig. I ripped apart one of my other ones and literally sewed in the pink tracks.
Oh, nice. Look at
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, look at me being all crafty and whatnot.
She's ready for a wig challenge, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. It's not as mellity as I wanted it, though. I wanted a bit more mellity. I was going for a Miley kind of thing, you know?
I like it. I like it. I like it. Just as a reminder, you guys, too, what happened on last week's episode. After a mini challenge that put the queens in categories assigned by Crystal Versace, the queens were asked to become dance instructors on an online fitness concept, Dragathon. With now a second win under her belt, Crystal Versace, with the help of her teammates, rose to the top for the win. Vanity Milan, Electra Fence were placed in the bottom 2, and after a high-energy lip sync for her life, Electra Fence had to sashay away. So after the elimination, when they came back in the room, I thought it. I mean, you know, I love when somebody calls out stuff or isn't afraid to say something out loud in the workroom, and I have to give Scarlett Harlot a lot of credit because she kind of called Charity out for not having been in the bottom 2. She said that she felt like, you know, her performance, like she literally didn't know the second half of the routine. She thought that she should have been in the bottom 2. Were your any thoughts on that?
Well, she brought it on the runway and she saved herself the best way that she could. And that was by showing off a stellar outfit on the runway, which is the place you go to save yourself.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's why.
yeah. Literal Truth just said in the chat, how weird is it that there's never been a wig styling creation challenge on RuPaul's Drag Race? And I think that it is a very interesting fact. Now that you say that, Literal Truth. I don't know. I mean, I would say my guess is that maybe because everybody doesn't know how to do it, but I guess everybody doesn't know how to sew either, and they still make them sew.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that'll be a great challenge. Look, here are your rock star wigs. No, they have done one. They did it in season 3.
Well, they made costumes out of wigs.
No, in season 2, remember, I remember Pandora had to do, I think it was a mini challenge though.
Oh, okay.
I remember Pandora did like the guitar.
Oh, yeah. I kind of remember that now that you say, yeah, I think it was a mini challenge.
It was a mini challenge. I think, yeah, absolutely. I want to see a big hair show.
I wouldn't be opposed. I mean, especially since where they're going with Drag Race. Why not? You know, like make them do it.
Absolutely. Unconventional wig challenge.
Yeah.
Here's a bunch of tulle. Now make something out of the tulle, like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I think you could give them the option. You know, maybe they can do it out of an actual wig, or here's some unconventional items if you want to make a wig out of that.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't know how to do her own wigs. Well, I mean, yeah. Little She says probably because Ru doesn't know how to do her own wigs. True. Wigs are hard. I'm not gonna lie, wigs are hard. So it's a talent of its own. So there was design challenge with wigs, right? There was a design challenge on season 3. Yeah. They had to make costumes out of wigs. I do remember that. All right. Then the next day, there was a little conversation. I was just curious your thoughts on. They all were having a conversation of what can't Crystal do. Any thoughts from you or people watching us live on that? I just thought it was interesting that they were like, they're all like, what can't you do? And I'm just like, well, again, I think it's, you know, we believe everything that we're told. So we believe she can do everything. I don't necessarily think that she should have won the last challenge, first of all. So I think it's kind of false pretenses, but what are your thoughts?
Look, I mean, hopefully we'll see her struggle at some point soon.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she can't get the win if she doesn't have a struggle.
Yeah. I think when it comes to comedy challenges, she might have a hard time.
Yeah, possibly.
I think depending on the acting challenge, it might depend. Although she seems to be okay, like kind of improving. Like when they did the mini challenge this week, she did okay. I didn't think she was fantastic, but I was just kind of like, oh, okay, she's at least, she's not afraid to get ugly, which I think a lot of pretty queens and pretty people in general have a hard time looking ugly or looking silly because they've worked so hard to be pretty. So it'll be interesting to see where she stumbles, if she stumbles. Yeah. Also, we find out at the beginning that Victoria Scone is not returning to the competition. Now
she didn't say goodbye.
Yeah, I noted that she didn't come back in to say goodbye. They also, there was talk online that, well, she didn't say she has an open invite for next season, but she does say, I have a feeling we'll be seeing her again. So I think that was more of a hint that she will be back next season. I can't imagine that they wouldn't bring her back, but your thoughts?
Oh, there'd be uproar if she didn't come back. Absolute, we'll riot.
Yeah.
No, I'd say she'll be brought back, all right. If she wants to come back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Less what happened to poor Veronica.
Yeah.
She's going on, claiming it's the worst decision she ever made coming back.
Yeah.
So take the love, take the money, and do the gigs.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you genuinely want to win, then I would say come back. Like if you genuinely want to play the competition, but I don't think that you necessarily need to come back, but we will definitely talk more about the Veronica situation later. Also, okay, so that was that. There was a mini challenge, which I mentioned a little bit earlier. They had to do a profile video for their Finder app for the ambiguous straight bloke who just can't seem to find the right girl and put on quick butch drag. Who was your favorite?
Kitty. Kitty was great. I loved it. Like do you know, I thought the Gollum was very funny as well.
Veronica.
Yeah. I think they were my two favorites. Yeah.
When it ended, I thought, I said out loud, I was watching with my roommate, and I said, I think it's going to be Scarlett, or actually, I thought Vanity might have won. I don't know. I thought Vanity did a good job as well. I thought a lot of them did a really good job. There were a handful, which leads to my next question, who didn't do so well. I think River probably had the hardest time. Anybody else that you thought didn't do a good job?
I didn't really I only paid attention to the ones I liked. Everyone else was just kind of like, yep, that happened. I don't think anyone did particularly bad.
I didn't think so either.
It's a mini challenge, I do think that Kitty was the funniest though.
Yeah. Georgina Lewis thought Vanity was the best in the mini challenge. You guys write in here who you thought did the best. I'm curious to know. I did think Vanity and Scarlett. You thought Veronica and Kitty. Georgina thought Vanity. I'm just, it's all subject to opinion too, like what your humor is and that kind of stuff.
Who won? It was
Scarlett won.
Scarlett, right? Okay, yeah. She got a double win.
See, every time somebody mentions Ella, I go, "Oh, that's right, she's in the competition." I still have a hard time remembering her. I don't know why. Chucky Chuck liked Kitty. Vanity, Hello Kitty liked Vanity. River was sensible, in my opinion. If you're in the competition, you don't help the person who's already doing the best. Right. Oh, we'll talk about that too, literal truth. Yes. And I thought, I don't know, I personally thought Scarlett deserved the win. I thought she was just really, really funny. And I thought she actually looked kind of the most butch, to be honest with you.
True.
A Disco Queen doesn't like Scarlett. I like Scarlett. No. Oh, a Disco Queen. We can still be friends. We can like different people. That's okay. So the maxi challenge this week was happy camper. They had to do two looks. A happy camper look, something you'd wear walking kids in nature, which was a nice little throwback to the legendary Tammy Brown, Tammy with an IE, who I love and adore. And then a campfire couture high fashion outfit using camping outdoorsy materials. As winner of the mini challenge, Scarlett got a 15-second head start on choosing her camping materials. The only thing that came up, this is our Miss Magenta Fox segment, which I don't know if we've come up with a title for it. It used to be the Down Under Educated when we were doing the Down Under recaps. But did we come up with a new name for this one yet? No, we didn't. If you guys have an idea, or if you said something and I don't remember, we can change the name of this. But anyway, the only thing that somebody said that I kind of went, huh, was Crystal. She said she was going to be bricking it.
Just shitting yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, brick shit house.
Okay. She was talking about like that if she has to do it again, she's going to be bricking it. We get to see Tammy Brown shows. Oh, yeah, Tammy is amazing. I love Tammy to death.
The Browns, I think, got greenlit for an actual TV show.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, I think they're actually. I can't remember what network it's on, but I think I saw something about the Browns being adapted into an actual format. So that's very exciting.
I'll have to look into that. I think that's her and
Kelly Mantle.
Yes.
Who is awesome in it.
Yeah.
I think Kelly's one of the ones that doesn't get enough love.
Yeah, she's been around a long time. I mean, she was doing drag in LA before I was, so which is a long time. All right, so we had a surprise visitor to the workroom.
Yes, Jessie Nelson arrived.
A wonderful, amazing human being if I may say so myself, Miss Raven showed up in the workroom. Thoughts on Raven showing up into the workroom?
I love Raven. She needs to get off the tanning bed, maybe. She's caused a little bit of controversy this week over this side of the pond.
Oh, really? Well,
lots of talk. Well,
I used to tan a lot, and literally almost every time I message her, I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I just got out of tanning, or I was outside tanning." So she does love to tan, but to each their own, whatever. It doesn't bother me, but whatever. Always nice to see Raven. She looked amazing as always, and she gave some good. I thought she, I like when they ask legitimate like makeup questions, like Vanity asked how to be less shiny, and Kitty asked about contouring her nose and stuff like that. So I was waiting for Raven to say something to Crystal about basically copying her.
It stole my look.
Yeah. And everyone's saying she was so dark last season by being 4 shades darker. Exactly. That's how Raven is. She, Literal Truth wrote, Raven responded to everyone saying she was too dark last season by being 4 shades darker, which is how she rolls. Raven needs to be in the workroom more. Helping the queens with the makeup tips could really help a lot of queens. I agree. I'm never opposed to Raven being in there more. She really knows what she's doing. She's helped me a lot. And I know people really, value her opinion. Did you see Crystal's face? I know Crystal was kind of in shock that Raven was there, but all right.
Why? They'd see her around. She's in the workspace all the time.
Yeah.
What we're doing everything. So
but
it makes good TV, doesn't it?
Of course. And that's what this is all about. Then also Ru recommended, I always say this, listen to what Ru's telling you. Although unfortunately it didn't work out so well for Vanity, but Vanity did listen to her in that she recommended that she not do silver because she did silver for the Dragathon challenge, and I'm guessing it was just that she didn't like it so much that she didn't want her to do silver again. Or maybe because she already saw her in silver, she didn't want her to wear silver again. But I will say this, I thought it was smart of Vanity to go with orange, knowing that it's Ru's favorite color. I think anything you could do, do something Wizard of Oz, do something orange, something that she likes, you're already at an advantage. So I thought that was, you know, again, listen to what Ru's telling you, you know?
Yeah, oh, always.
Sorry, I had to take a drink of water.
Because even if you do bad, she doesn't want to look bad, so she won't put you in the bottom.
Right.
Well,
what is this?
She might put you in the bottom, but she won't eliminate you.
Yeah. I believe each queen asked something to Raven, but not all make the edit. Oh yeah, I'm sure they all asked her something. Now another thing that happened in preparing for the challenge that I have to give super kudos to is River Medway when she's like says to Crystal, "I'm not helping you get a third badge."
Yeah, well,
like
absolutely.
I loved when Crystal came over to her and was asking her stuff, and she was like, "Well, that's kind of a design thing, so that's you. Like, I'm not designing your thing for you. I'm not going to tell you the stuff so you can get another win." I feel like Veronica did figure it out, but she kind of figured it out too late. Because I think when she saw the final product, she was like, "Oh shit, she did a good job, and I spent all this time." So, note to future queens: stop helping other queens.
Put your own mask on first.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do think if Veronica focused more on hers, it could have been a lot better. But yeah. Oh, on Out TV. The Browns is on Out TV. Okay, thank you. Who wrote that? BK teacher retired. But yeah. Oh, too nice. And what happened? Exactly. And I feel like that almost always happens. They help other people and then they
always.
Yeah.
Always. Aja, season, what was it? All Stars 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Do we watch Drag Race?
What's that?
Do we watch too much Drag Race?
I know, right? I know. Get ready, because there's going to be one in every country soon, and I'm just not even going to be able to keep track anymore. So, all right, so let's get to the runways. Let me grab some of these lookies. So the categories was Happy Camper and Campfire Couture. And our guest judge was Nicolette Coughlan from Dairy Girls, which now I'm watching. I didn't know who she was.
Are you loving it?
And I am absolutely I'm obsessed with it now. It's just so funny. I love it. I definitely have to have the subtitles because they talk so fast. I'm like, I have no idea what they're saying. And then we had Graham was there with Michelle and Ru. All right. So first up, I have Miss Theresa May. I'll pop that up for you as a reminder of her 2 runway looks. I did the Happy Camper on the left and the Campfire Couture on the right.
And you'd swear that they were switched around, wouldn't you?
I know.
She brought that.
Yeah.
Choices.
When it came out, my roommate and we both love her. So when she came out, we both kind of went, huh? Like it just didn't make sense for walking in nature. I didn't really get that. I mean, it's okay. I mean, for a drag look, it's okay. Did it fit the challenge? No.
Yeah.
And I think we all can agree the second look was beyond amazing once she told the story.
You have to go watch the YouTube clip. I sent it to you last night.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I didn't look at it yet.
He's just released it as a short animated film. It is so stupid. It's just so dumb. It is brilliant.
Yes. Oh, this is a good. Georgina Lewis in the chat says Theresa May's second look was Queen of Hearts mixed with Madonna's Madam X, and I think that's a very good description of what it looks like.
Absolutely.
I mean, the second look I didn't hate at all. I mean, I really didn't. Even when she came out, I was like, oh, it's simple. It's not anything,
riveting ground.
Again, she just, and this is what I say all the time is like personality, charisma goes a long way. And I think that we don't care what she's wearing. We just love her. You know what I mean? Like she come out in a brown paper bag and I'm going to be entertained. You know what I mean? Can I say that about Crystal Versace?
Absolutely not yet.
No.
I'm sorry, but he jizzed in my eye and I became friends with this owl. Like, it's just so dumb. I love it.
It
I
was
love
great. Literal Truth says, I don't know what you're talking about. That's what I wear every time I'm out hiking. I'm assuming you're referring to Teresa's.
She looks like a bird.
Yeah, it was, and it was funny. Nicolette's comment when she was like, "Shave above. You have to remember to shave above the knee." It was funny. All right, next up is Miss Ella Vidae. Your thoughts on Ella Viday's two looks?
Who was she? She's trying to be Jane from Tarzan in the first one, was it?
I like just like butterfly catcher.
Right, okay. I've just got she's on the jungle ride or something like that. Yeah, look, Ella Vidae was there.
It was it just seemed so ordinary. And I said from the moment I saw it on the mannequin, I said the jacket doesn't look like it goes with the skirt. It just seemed too like, because she did this kind of pointy sleeve, kind of like almost like cool jacket, and then it was like a tube dress with straps, and I was just like, oh,
so you've taken it down and I've already forgotten it.
Yeah.
It just next.
Yeah,
Ella Vidae was there.
And even the first one, like even like the fact that she's blending in with the background to me is kind of like, I don't know. I haven't seen much of her, and like nothing she's done has really stood out to me.
Yeah, but there's only
I'm
12.
Sure she's a wonderful person. I'm sure she has, her fans. She's made it onto the show, so she's obvious. Well, doesn't necessarily mean that you're amazing, but she made it onto the show, so she did something right in her video. It's just not. I just don't. I don't know. Colorblind. I like the jacket and the dress combined, however, severely colorblind. It was. I was just confused by Ella out of drag. He's good looking in drag. He has no charisma. I think that's a good way to say it too, Chuck. I don't know.
You might too. We just haven't seen any Ella. Like, there's just been zero storyline yet. Once, I don't know. Maybe in a couple of episodes they'll give us something before they kick her out.
And this I thought is a thank you, Dylan, for saying this. Dylan in the chat, who might be new. I'm not sure. I don't know if I remember Dylan being in here before, but he says I didn't understand whether Ella was in the top or bottom because they kept trashing her dress, especially Graham. I agree. It was very one of those moments where I was kind of like,
Pretty sure she was in the bottom.
Huh?
She was in the bottom, wasn't she?
I think she was in the top.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I think she was in the top. I mean,
if she got sent.
They sent her to safety first, so she wasn't in the bottom, because if she was in the bottom, they would have kept her out there longer. But anyway, all right.
Giving more attention than the show does.
Yeah, it was just interesting. All right, next up is Miss Crystal Versace. Another person pointed out too that this is the third runway that Crystal wore green.
Yes,
which I didn't really notice, but now that they said it, I do notice. But your thoughts on Crystal Versace?
Looked exactly like Aquaria's superhero. Remember Aquaria in the black spiky?
Yep.
That's all I got from it.
Yeah.
And I reference the queens that you like, but I want to see something. I don't know. She's lovely. She's 90. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She looks like Christina Aguilera, whatever. Like, she got a lot of help,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree. Oh, Dylan says that he's been watching us since we were at AfterBuzz, but this is the first time he's getting to join the live chat. So welcome, Dylan. Glad to have you in the live chat. I think they said it. It's like, yeah, it's good, but is it any different? And then I think she even says when she's on the runway, nobody's done a look like this before. You've already mentioned Aquaria. Hello, Shangela, when she did the blow up spikes.
It looked like coronavirus, yeah.
So it's like, it's like, again, like, and again, somebody commented earlier that I don't like skinny queens. It's not about not liking skinny queens. It's I'm not liking the unfairness of how a skinny queen is treated versus, because I feel like if a bigger queen wore something like this, they would be told that this is very simple, and we've seen this before.
Or it doesn't flatter their body shape, or
I did not say that, a disco queen, but it sounds like something I would say. She says, didn't Mark say Aquaria and Raven had a baby and had Crystal? I did not say that, but whoever did should get it. Yeah. I bet Crystal is Violet Chachki. Mark. Yeah, I agree. I
mean, I'll say this. She's more humble than Violet was.
Yeah.
She did take the critique from last week, after the fat joke, and she's made amends, and like that shows growth of a human person. So I don't hate Crystal, everyone. I just don't.
Me either. I mean, I still think she's going to win it all, but whatever.
Probably, and hopefully she deserves it. I need to see more from her that I haven't seen 10,000 times in America.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. All right. Next up is Miss Scarlet Harlot. Your thoughts?
Oh, I love both of these looks. This to me is my wardrobe right here. It's either black or it's pink and yellow. It's both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought when she came out too in that first look, I mean, my first thought was I didn't get the Robin Hood reference right away. So I didn't know how it was wilderness camping until I was told. But then that made me like it even more because I just liked seeing her not how I had seen her already. So it was a nice change up. And I thought it looked good. I thought she looked good. I love that she threw the arrow. I thought that was hysterical.
She stood out to me in this one.
Yeah. Chuck says, I don't hate Crystal. I just wouldn't go out of my way to attend her show. I agree. I think, or tip her. I am the same way.
Well, it's a good thing we don't have tip culture here in the UK and Ireland and the rest of the world. No drag queens get tips except for in America.
Yeah. Oh, right. I loved it. I thought even when she came out in the second look, it looked so pretty. I just wish it was a smidge longer. Oh, I just wish it was just a little bit longer. I wanted the dress to come all the way, like dusting the ground. Yeah, dusting the ground. I just that's just how I am. But I thought she was absolutely beautiful for sure. All right, let me grab the next is Miss Vanity Milan. Let's throw that up there for you as a reminder. This are her two runway looks.
Oh, I hated both of them.
What about them did you not like?
Once again, that first one, she brought that first one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been surprised if that was the one that she made, but no, it wasn't a great week for poor Vanity. I
will say this. I liked the camo cape. I just wish underneath made more sense. I love a big duster, so and I don't have one, but I love that she had that. I just think it's a good runway thing. I didn't hate the orange. I thought, first of all, she looked amazing in orange. I think she should wear orange all the time. I thought she was absolutely beautiful. I loved that she left the tops of those cords on the bustier. I love that she left them raw. I love that about it. I wish there were more coming down. I wish they were longer.
Yeah.
I understood that they were saying that it was uneven, but I almost wish, make it uneven.
Like if it's uneven, make it purposely uneven.
Right. The problem is the solution. Now, it came out uneven. I'm going to make this really uneven.
Yeah.
To make it part of the look. So I wish she would have just done that. I think those little tweaks of the orange one, and she did. I didn't hate her second one. I hated her first one. I think she was in the bottom because of the first look.
Yeah.
I like the orange. I wasn't offended by the hem. I was not. That was Hello Kitty. She said that. I did not. I wasn't offended by it. I didn't hate it. I liked the gold thing on her neck. I like that she always, and she said this before, she likes to add like tribal African stuff. And I like that I like that about it. So, and it did give me a little bit. I think it was a little bit more. I almost wish she would have wore like a warrior boot or something with it. Like really made it warrior. Carry a staff, like borrow Teresa's staff or something. You know what I mean? Like really make it warrior. You know.
Yeah.
The high fashion, but not great as a dress. Georgina says the ropes and the bra looked great and high fashion, but not great as a dress. Yeah. Just need a little more tweaking. Ru was really focused on that hemline, and I'm like, but it looked good. Exactly.
You have to find something to pick on, you know, like they do go in and someone needs to be in the bottom and you need to give a storyline for them being in the bottom.
Yeah. Let It Be Written says, I didn't love either, but the first was definitely more problematic. I agree. The uneven hem, Hello Kitty made a good point. The hem actually matched the uneven chords at the top, and I agree. I think it could, but I think she just needed to exaggerate it more to make it look like, oh, this is intentionally uneven. This is intentionally, you know, like I'm not. If you know you can't do a perfect hem, then don't do a perfect hem. Do something that can be unperfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
have that be the thing that you do. All right. And last, but certainly not least, is Miss Veronica Green. Let me just grab her picture for you as a reminder. Your thoughts on her two looks?
Look, as somebody who used to go to a lot of bush raves, I certainly appreciated her first look.
Okay.
I've certainly kind of come out of a tent or two looking like that.
Yeah.
The second look, wasted potential. If she just hadn't spent so much time helping the others, then she would have seen that the wings just weren't wingy enough, and you know.
Yeah.
I just think butterflies are a curse on this show.
Right? Exactly. Exactly.
No more butterflies. They're up there with the others.
Georgina says, "Oh dear, my eyes." I agree with you. I didn't hate the first one. I wish the first one was her second look. You know what I mean? Because it seemed more high fashion, couture, out there.
100%.
It's not Walking Kids in Nature to me. So I feel like Walking Kids in Nature, you could have gotten away with like a picnic basket themed, or you know what I mean? Like just something cutesy, you know, like something like that, or something, you know, with greens and stuff. I don't know. That just seemed more.
At least it wasn't another Scoutmaster. Didn't we have?
We had two Scout. No, two or three Scout. Three.
Charity
had one too. Yeah.
She was also an arranged bunny with.
Yeah. I totally fine. I just, you know, I kept looking at the set look, and I feel like if she took the wings off, would it have been better?
Yes.
If she had done something different, like, I don't know. Like, I almost feel like when she started ripping the bottom off during the lip sync and the bottom part of the dress was blue, I don't know if she made that part or if that was just an underdress that she attached things to. I almost liked the bottom simple with just the colors.
Yeah.
Without the wings. Like, I sometimes, you know, I feel like when they do these unconventional things, they think more is better. And I don't think so always. I think sometimes you just got to pick a few things. I really wanted it to be better.
Oh, I mean,
I really wanted it to be better.
The classic winners always follow simple silhouettes. You know, Scarlett did it. Who else has won unconventional? It's just, you know, I think back to like Utica's though in like season 13. How she her sleeping bag dress. And I'm like, well, if it's not going to be as good as Utica's, don't even bother.
Yeah. Raja O'Hara in All-Star 6, she won that very first challenge. It was a very simple silhouette. So it doesn't have to be a mess. I think, and I also feel like the wings, it shouldn't have just been these kites stuck to the dress. She needed to do something to them. She needed to, and I don't want to say add to it because I feel like that sounds like I'm saying to add more to something that I'm saying that she shouldn't have had so much, but it needed to be finessed in a way to make it just, I don't know.
For love.
Could have made the skirt out of the wings instead. I like that idea because it would have been a really cool silhouette. And yeah, Hello Kitty says the wings were a mouse. I felt like the second look had so much potential. The colors on the top weren't random, but laid out in a creative and hourglass shape. I will say that she didn't look like overweight or anything in it, because sometimes you add all that. I mean, she's thin anyway. I agree with that. I don't think she
anyway, but she looks boxy. It just it looked. Do you know what I mean? Like that sort of structure just doesn't look flattering.
Yeah. I will say this. I personally felt like River Medway should have been in the top over Ella Vidae. I loved River's first look with the maps. I just loved everything about that. I could not believe she was not in the top. And again, I think her second look was very simple, but it was so good. It was so like just that pillbox flight attendant type thing.
Perfection.
It was and then when they showed the untucked and Kitty said, I thought you were going to be in the bottom, to be honest. I was jaw dropped. I was like, really? But again, I feel like they're going by what they've been told. They're going by River was in the bottom before. She's been in the bottom a couple times. She, she kind of looks messy or whatever. So they're just going, oh, that's just who she is. And I thought River, I'm sorry. I thought she should have been in the top. I should have brought her photo. I should have.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. The map dress.
I did think Kitty was safe. And I did think, I actually, personally, I know I'm going to get yelled at for saying this. Maybe I shouldn't say it. No, I'm going to say it because I like.
You've already started now.
And River, thank you. Let it be written agrees with me. He says, I agree 100%, River. I didn't understand why Ella was up there. River looked simply stunning. I agree. River should not have been the top. This should not. Wait, what is that? Sorry, your things are scrolling fast. I have to go back. Hold on. River should have been in the top. I thought I said should not have been. River should have been in the top this week and last week. Dylan says yes. I would agree. I thought Charity was going to be in the bottom. I really did, and I know I'm going to get yelled at for saying that. I felt like she was being a bunny because that's what Charity does, and that's fine. But I just didn't get it. Like I don't know. And then,
Lorayne didn't love it?
I didn't know. I wasn't Lorayne loving it. I was not Lorayne loving it. I was going to have t-shirts that said, I'm Lorayne loving it. You like it when we yell at you? I do like it when you guys yell at me. And I do. It was, okay, you're saying that you thought Charity was bad too. Okay, well, so there are other people in here that think that I'm not the only one. Okay, Charity is wildly creative. Her Instagram is mind-blowing, but I wonder how long her alternative style will be accepted by the judges. They don't seem to really like it. That's a great, who said that? Oh, BK Teacher. I think that's a good statement. I don't know. Like, again, I don't want to say that because I really do like people who think outside the box. I really do. There's something about her. And I think, and this is going to sound bad. And I'm not saying I don't like tattoos, but I think it always looks a little kind of like what I was saying about Veronica. It's like, it seems like too much. And I think a lot of it is because she's tattooed, that it's the tattoos on top of the fur, on top of the costume, on top of the hairy legs. Like, it's just too much. Like, I feel like it needs to be messy. I mean, I don't know if I want to say messy, but Chucky Chuck is saying messy. Do you hate me, Magenta?
I don't hate you. I just completely disagree with you and think you're completely wrong. I love her. I love that mess, though. I love that. I love that punk. I love that sort of underground. I don't give a fuckness. That still like paints amazingly and has, I think she's incredible. I personally love her. But I can understand, I sit around listening to Garbage and Tori Amos and 90s alternative rock chicks. That's
Right,
my
right.
kind of aesthetic when I'm not painted like a 60s, Barbie doll.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not saying that I don't like her. I like her. I think she's very extremely talented, very creative. I'm just going by what I'm seeing on this reality show and what I was presented with on this runway.
Yeah.
And I just kind of, I almost wish and again, I'm not saying I want her to not do her, but I almost would have rather she just took the bunny off and just, we had another Girl Scout. You know what I mean? Like, I almost would have rathered that. Or just do the bunny. Or just do the bunny. You know what I mean? Do the bunny walking people through nature. I just felt like it was just a little much. I also want to say, Little Truth says, I thought this was really interesting. It's weird that Charity is on RuPaul at the same time as Jay Jolie is on Dragula. That's a good, very good point. Yes, that's true. That's actually true. She is just as a bunny. I love her weirdness. I think she's very valid. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just critiquing the.
How did you feel about Evie on her season? Like, were you?
I loved Evie Oddly.
It's not like you don't love that aesthetic in general. It's just
I loved Evie Oddly. I loved Sharon Needles. There's been so many that I've really, really loved and appreciated. There's something about hers. I loved her orange look on the runway. I don't know. It just seemed a little cluttered to me.
Yeah, see, I think that's what I like about it. To me, it's like, this is still old school, underground. I don't care about, your rules kind of drag. And I think we still need a little bit of that. I think we need.
Absolutely. I'm not saying she shouldn't be on the show. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just talking about this runway. BK Teacher in the chat says her creative talking about Charity, her creativity is endless. She did 365 days of drag looks, then did another 200 looks during the pandemic. Wow. Kudos to her for that. I am going by what Charity brought on the main stage this week and was disappointed. Right. Bite Back is back, said that, and that's what I'm doing.
And once again, I'm just waiting to sink our teeth into some challenges. I want to see the girl group challenge. I want to see, an acting challenge. Yeah. I want to get them off of the stage for a second, although the girl group challenge usually takes place on the stage as well. But I don't know. It's getting. I don't know. I need to see action.
Yeah.
And two look runways is it so close to each other. This could have been like 3 more episodes. Let's get some juices flowing.
Well, I want to see what she's like. We will. I'm hoping. Yeah, the girl group is next week, so hopefully we'll get something exciting.
Yeah, but I just find it bizarre. Girl group's next week, and we're going to be on the main stage again. There's there's no studio challenges. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Dylan is saying in the girl group challenge is bad, and I feel that the rumors about the season are true. I don't know what rumors you heard, but share with us what you heard. I think one of the things people are finding messy is both that she's being see what happens when you guys start writing. Is that she's being undergrounded and punk, and also she's determined to represent non-binary gender expression by not shaving, not tucking, etc. Who said this? That is Literal Truth. Yeah, I would kind of agree with that. After this season of UK isn't up to last season at all. I'll give it a couple more. I mean, we're only 3 episodes in, so I'm going to stay optimistic. Are you saying Charity is... this is for you, Miss Magenta. Are you saying Charity is
predictable? I'm going to bite back to you. No, I didn't say that. I don't think she's predictable, and that's why I love
her. Dylan says that the season is a mess. The girl group challenge is what the RuPaul Drag Race UK does best. Yeah. Well, this is the Bing Bang Bong.
Yeah.
Don't get me singing Bing Bang Bong, because I'm going to be singing that the rest of the day now. But they definitely do have a lot to live up to after.
I wonder if MNEK is back next week as well.
Oh, okay, perfect. I like that.
I hope he is. I love MNEK.
Yeah.
Well, he does most of Little Mix's stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's why the songs are always, you know.
Yeah, no, he's really good. I maybe that's why I'm liking this. I mean, whether we like the challenge or not, we'll see how we like the songs. UK Hun, the Ding Dang Dong, yeah.
One is always great, and the other one's always crap. So
yeah,
hopefully we get another, you know,
well,
and...
I will say this: I don't know that I've ever been more excited about DragCon because I see all the UK queens are coming, and I'm like, yes! I'm gonna be totally like acting like a fool, but I don't care. All right, just as a recap, our tops this week were Scarlett, Ella, and Crystal. Safe queens were Kitty, River, and Charity. And our bottom queens were Vanity, Choriza, and Veronica. Scarlett ends up getting the win, which I think was rightfully deserved. I really hope these girls live it up. I agree. Sorry, I'm reading. Let It Be Written said that they stood in a tent for hours with a crowd that went wild for Bing Bang Bong. I really hope these girls live up to it. I hope so too. But that's going to be a hard one.
They've lost the best singers already.
Yeah.
With Veronica gone and Victoria gone, they're the two. Well, I don't know if the rest of them can sing or not, but I know that those two can.
Yeah. So, and also next week, everyone's writing in the chat. Steps is there next week. If you don't know who Steps are, you're a fool. But no, actually, my roommate didn't know. She's like, "Who's Steps?" And I was like, but "He's from Venezuela, so he doesn't know who Steps is." But so they will be there next week. Along, I'm assuming giving advice on being a group challenge. So Vanity and Veronica ended up being in the bottom. Miss Choriza's story ended up putting her through. Thank goodness. Me and my roommate were like, no, not Choriza. So we were very happy that she got. But they had to lip sync to I've Got the Music in Me by Kiki D Band. Did you think the right person won the lip sync, which was Vanity?
It was a tough call. I personally would have sent Vanity home.
Oh, really? Okay.
I would have. I want to see Victoria or Veronica. One of the V's. They're all V's this year. Vanity, Veronica, Victoria. I would have loved to have seen her in the girl group challenge.
Yeah. Well, I think you said this. I think you said this earlier. Hello Kitty saying I was hoping Rue wouldn't cut one since Victoria left. I was interested to see what they were going to do because Victoria went home. Yeah, so I mean, I guess when it was all said and done, I figured Vanity was going to win based on the performance. Veronica seemed a little more, which is I think the reason that Electra Fence went home last week. Hers seemed a little more sporadic, like desperate. Vanity seemed like she was performing more. So, and more people are saying that they wish that it was both people had stayed.
I get bored by a double save.
Yeah, I feel like if we had a double save, we'd all be like, so we can't be. And
then, like in 2 weeks' time, when a double save is actually worthy, none of them brought it so hard enough to be a double save.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't a Alyssa and Tatiana style lip sync. Like if it's a double save, I want to see it be the most amazing lip sync for your life in the world.
Yeah.
And this one was just perfectly adequate.
Yeah. All right. That was pretty much the episode. We do have a mirror moment, which was Charity case. Was talking to Kitty about testing positive for HIV when she was only 18 years old and having to deal with that and stuff. I mean, that's never easy for any of us to hear and stuff. But again, I'm glad that they talk about it. I think it's important.
It is still such a huge conversation. And if there was more conversation about it, like we need more education in teenagers and whatnot. Like there are too many kids out there that don't know the hell that we all went through in the 90s and the 80s and whatnot, losing friends and all that sort of stuff. And U equals U, you know, is a very, very important message. It's not the same disease that it used to be. We need to educate on it, but we also need to educate on prevention and all that sort of stuff to an 18-year-old.
Yeah,
I
agree.
We need sex education in schools, not just schools, along peers. So I'm so grateful that a show like this is helping open that conversation and dialogue.
Definitely. I agree 1,000%. I mean, I almost feel like here maybe a little bit worse. I feel like in Europe, they're a little bit more education-wise, you know, having conversations. I feel like here we don't want to talk about sex. We can't have this on TV. We can't show this. We can't do that. Yeah. We seem a little bit more uppity here. So I'm glad that they are talking about it. It's an elimination, so double saves are not my thing. RuPaul is paid millions, so make a decision and send one girl home. back.
Who's making the decisions? Making the decision.
Getting paid millions to make a decision and send one girl home. So do the job. Am I brutal? Yes, and we love it. Thank you. That's why we do this.
What's Dylan saying here about the Ruse TikToks? Tell us about that, Dylan. I'm not on the TikTok. What's going on?
I think she's doing TikToks to promote the new Mama Ru album.
Oh God, with the whole. Have you heard the new song? Blame it on the.
Blame it. I have not heard the song, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking right now. I think it is available on iTunes now. It is.
It's definitely on. It's on YouTube anyway.
Oh no, it's the whole song. Okay, no, the single is out. Here, I can even play. Is that? Oh no, that's not her. That is somebody else. Hold on, let me see if they have. It looks like it's grayed out. Hold on, let me see if there's a blame. Okay, blame it on the edit. Okay, here.
It uses old vintage 90s like stock footage of her, and yeah, she's a little bit catty in it. She's certainly got a few things to say.
Yeah. There's all this controversy of whether why she wrote it.
There's all about fracking on there.
Right?
I didn't fracking do it. Blame my fracking husband.
Also, you had mentioned this earlier. We kind of discussed this. And I will add Busy Queen's link to the descriptor. I don't know if I did that last week. I'll have to add it in there from last week's when we talked about Busy Queen. But Veronica, he talks about Veronica posted a statement saying that she wishes she almost didn't return for season 3. The statement went on for her to say that, you know, she had a lot of financial difficulties. You know, she was in a major depression, which, I mean, I think years following what we've all been through, there's going to be a lot of statistical things coming out about the depression and anxiety and things that we have all been through.
Absolutely.
I still have days where I am just like, I cannot even get out of bed. And I don't know that it's necessary. I mean, it's definitely tied to COVID. So I understand where she's coming from. Maybe, she should have just been like, you know what? I had a great run. If you want me for an All-Stars, I'm happy to come back for that. But I don't know that I need to continue this journey again. Yeah. I do think had she stayed on season 2, I think she would have gone a lot farther. I think she could have been in the finals. She seemed to really do well. I think when you come back, so much more is expected of you because you had this time away and you've been famous. Well, they unfortunately did not get, along with like season 12 or 13, 13 got some performance, like they were able to go and travel and do stuff. But I think with season 12 and UK2, they didn't really get an opportunity to go make the money that they are expected to make. So I think because she came back not really elevated, I think people you know, kind of were like, oh, she's just, you know, dialing it in.
She didn't even get a full year. God, she had to go off and film it while the season 2 was airing. So, do you know what I mean? Like, she was still watching her season when she had to go and film the new one.
Yeah.
And so she would have been really fresh in her feelings.
Yeah. Georgina Lewis says, it's true, Veronica shouldn't have come back. She left on a high, and especially if she had suffered from depression, it's a lot. I agree.
Or maybe come back to season 4.
Yeah, right.
You know, like just skip the next one, come back the one after.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't think that's an option.
Yeah. All right, my quote of the week this week. I feel like every time she's on, she's my quote of the week. So my quote of the week this week goes to my sis Raven. Just smile. Act like you got gas. I actually text that to her. I sent her a picture of my TV with her on it. And I just sent that, and she wrote, oh, is it today the episode? And I said, yes. And then she said the line, and I put quotes, and I sent it to her, and she wrote, did I say that? And I said, yes, you did, my lady. So Raven gets my quote of the week. She needs to be on more, so I always have a quote of the week. Our fan of the week, I'm giving to Chantel Allen, who is a new subscriber. Oh, wait, no, that was from last week. But I feel like we did have a lot of comments on YouTube. Hold on, let me switch over here to our YouTube channel, because I feel like we did have several comments on our video from last week. So those will be our fans of the week. So let me just grab their names. Night Steed, BK Teacher, Elaine, Kevin Griffin, Eric M are all our fans of the week. They all made wonderful comments. I think I replied to everybody. So you are all our fans of the week. We love you. So again, news and gossip. Painted with Raven premieres in November. We don't have the exact date yet, but that will be coming. It'll be on Wow Presents Plus. Also this week, October 14th, which is in 4 days, Thursday, will be the premiere of Canada's Drag Race. Are you excited?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. No. Yeah. Look, I'm interested to see the judging panel switch up.
Yeah, I think that'll be interesting. I did today watch the Meet the Queens on Wow Presents Plus, and I'll be honest, like when it ended, I went, "Oh, that's it." Nobody really stood out.
Yeah,
I guess there were a couple that I was like, "Okay, I'll be interested." I feel like I want people to be authentic, and I feel like these Meet the Queens, it's always like what I should say.
Yeah.
You know, I hate when they ask them, well, tell me about your drag. I sing, I dance, I do this, I serve looks, I do this. I'm like, well, I get in your head that you think that you do that, but what do you do? Like, what is your thing? You know what I mean? Like, just answer. Like, what is your thing? Like, I can honestly say, if you ask me what my thing is, like, I'm comedy. I'm a comedy queen. I love hosting. I love being on stage. I love running the show. I like being in control of that. I love, doing a fun number that, kind of thinks outside the box. That's my kind of drag. I love to dance. I'm a dancer by nature. So I love to dance. I love to perform. That's my drag. Like, I'm fashion. I love fashion. It doesn't have to be all of them. You're not, we're going to get a chance to see you. We want to know exactly what it is you do. And I felt like they were all saying that.
That's my thing. I'm just an unfiltered drunk mess.
There we go. At least you know your category.
Messy.
And speaking of messy, Magenta Fox, Magenta, tell them where they can find your new show that you're going to be doing.
It will be on my YouTube channel, but we're giving it some time. We're going to start up an Instagram. Just follow me on my normal Instagram, the Queen Magenta Fox, and everything when it all drops will be on there.
Yeah. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, I linked your YouTube channel to the Drag Race TV channel. So if you scroll down on YouTube and click on our channels on the tab, I do believe Magenta's channel is there, so you can find her show on there. We already said next week is going to be the 2 chart-topping pop groups. Ru does say something along the lines of but with a twist, or that we're doing something new, so I don't know what that means. Maybe it's steps. But then they also show the group steps is making an appearance. All right, knowing that the next challenge is a pop girl group, who do you think is going to be in the bottom?
Ooh. Wouldn't it be camp if it was Ella?
I know.
That would be camp because she's a Broadway queen. So there you go. She's another singer. That would be. She'll either win it or she'll be in the bottom. That's my prediction for next week.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're trying to give her a storyline. Like you can see it this week. They're trying to. So I'd say next week Ella will either win or she'll be in the bottom.
Yeah. Chucky Chuck says one entire team will be eliminated. As much as I think you want that to happen, Chucky Chuck,
and then we'll bring back the entire cast of season 2.
Bite Back is back says the non-dancers are in the bottom. I'm trying to think who the non-dancers. Well, Charity had a hard time with dancing in the Dragathon. Or, well, no, Teresa could be. Although Teresa knows how to sell it. So I'm not as concerned with Teresa as I am with maybe some of the other non-dancers. I think Charity had a hard time selling it, even though she didn't know it.
Yeah.
Who else was Vanity's a dancer? Kitty is in a girl group. Ella should be. She's a Broadway person. She should do good. It'll be interesting to see so you think Ella might win? Yeah, I could see Ella maybe winning this one. Or Kitty. I think Kitty could win this one too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Scarlett can't dance. Maybe Scarlett will be. Oh, I don't want Scarlett to be in the bottom.
Maybe this is the week that could really screw up the young one, the 19-year-old. Forgot the name.
Or Crystal. Yeah,
this
maybe
could be the week that she
suffers. That's a good point. Yeah, Little Truth says Crystal too. Charity will have to shave her legs. A disco queen.
No, she doesn't have to shave her legs. Women can have hairy legs.
The judging attitude too regarding the dancers was so ridiculous that I don't trust the dick in the suit to do anything sensible this season. That's so funny. Who is this? Zorno Miko says the judging on episode 2 regarding the dancers was so ridiculous that I don't trust the dick in the soup to do anything sensible this season. It's a very good comment.
I never but all will be revealed.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I think that was it. We got everything in. Again, if you can, be sure to go follow us on social media. We are DRTVLA on Instagram, Twitter, and also Twitch if you are a Twitch person. And be sure to subscribe down in that corner. There's a little logo. You can click on that to subscribe if you want to know and come join us every Sunday at 3. Miss Magenta Fox, where can they find you on the social media?
On the Twitter, it's Fox Magenta, and on the Instagram, it's Queen Magenta Fox.
Yes, and mine is the Mark J. Freeman, which is mostly just pictures of my dogs and my vegan meals. So if you really want a fun time, follow Miss Lorayne Love, LORAYNE on all social media. Thank you again to everybody who joined us in the live chat. Zorno Miko, Luis Manuel Hernandez Elias, a disco queen, Hello Kitty, Literal Truth, Bite Back is back, Chucky Chuck, Georgina Lewis. I was like, a BK teacher. We had so many in the chat today. You guys are awesome. Dylan, welcome. You came to the chat for the first time. Let It Be Written was in there. Yeah, we had a lot of great people in here talking it up. We love you guys. Love having your input and your thoughts on the episode. And we will be back next Sunday at 3 o'clock for episode 4.
Or 11 p.m. if you're on this side of the world.
Exactly. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you next week. Mwah!